Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mias, and welcome to my, I was gonna say amazement, Ancient Warrior Tri-Brigade deck profile, slightly better. Of course, before we start, friendly reminder to like and subscribe, because it gets me those subscribers, which makes me infinitely happy, so you wouldn't want to make me or see me unhappy, wouldn't you? Hey, that pity, shameless plug, actually. Shameless. Yeah. Basically, that's the way you put it. And let's get into it, actually. So Lu Fang was actually huge support for this deck. While you control the highest attack position Ancient Warrior monster on the field, you can special summon it for free from your hand. It's also an inherent effect and not an activation, so your opponent can't just be like Appaloosa negate. So if he has an Appaloosa for 3, you can just go summon, attack, and then still on battle phase, no, sorry. On main phase 2, use the effect to destroy another monster your opponent controls with the highest attack, and it just applies so much pressure. And also, it has two drawbacks, but you're never really going to feel them because unless you're playing Ancient Warrior mirror matches, they're just non-existent. For example, you can only summon it while you control the highest attack Ancient Warrior monster, which means that if your opponent controls like a Ancient Warrior with like 5,000 and you control an Ancient Warrior with 1,000, you can't summon it, but that's just not really going to come up. And if you control an Ancient Warrior with like 1 attack and your opponent doesn't even control an Ancient Warrior, even if he has monsters with 10,000 attacks, you can still summon Rebellious Lu Fang, so it's still definitely going to work in your favor. And also, you have to give it to your opponent during the end phase if your opponent controls a monster with higher attack. I think it's during your opponent's end phase. I need to check real quick. Once per turn during the end phase, sorry. If your opponent controls a monster with the highest attack, give control of this card to your opponent. So it's not the end of the world because it's such a powerful monster anyways, 2800 attack, and with the Shuanglong, which is double Dragon Lords, is going to jump to 33, so you should be Gooch, even with Tenki 34, wow, not bad, not bad. Anyways, moving on, the next monster is Zhang. Really good card. It's pretty much a free summon if you control 2 virtual world monsters, and also it gains a lot of attack really quickly, like 300 for each monster your opponent controls. So again, stacking that with Tenki and double Dragon Lord's passive effect is going to sometimes lead to a Zhang that has like 4,000 attack that can attack twice if your opponent actually controls more monsters than you do, but it is 2 attacks on monsters during the battle phase, so kinda suck, but it's not the end of the world. Then the next one is a card that's really similar to Cyber Dragon and or Pancratops. So if only your opponent controls a monster, that's a shorter way of saying if you control no monsters and your opponent controls at least one, you can special summon this card from your hand. Again, it's actually, no, sorry, this time it's actually an activated effect. In a way, that's good because you can actually play around Solemn Judgment, since Solemn Judgment can only negate inherent summons alongside spells and traps. And also, it does have a passive effect that won't really come up. Your opponent cannot target other Ancient Warrior monsters with card effects, but they can actually target him. So if they want to drag a punishment, they can do that because it has 25, unfortunately. If it had like 26 or higher, it would have been a bit better, but still not the end of the world. And also, you can target one monster your opponent controls if your opponent controls more monsters than you do and destroy it. So pretty nice, and you can only use that effect of Ancient Warrior Loyal Guan Yun once per turn, but you can pretty much special summon it multiple times. So if your opponent goes Appaloosa negate, you can just go reveal again, and they can't really do anything about it. Anyways, now we've got Tri-Brigade Fractor. Again, this is just another really good card. It's a 1-card starter. It single-handedly gets you 2 interruptions and 4,900 damage. So if you haven't watched my combo video, definitely go check it out right now. And 3 Naval. This is pretty much the best discard in the entire deck to trigger the Ancient Warriors, especially with Sun Mu, because it kind of creates a 2-card combo in a way where you can make 3 interruptions. It's 2 cards with a Beast Warrior discard, so I guess there's that. And then Saras, which is a free... No, that's not a free special summon. Oh my god, you have to discard a Beast Warrior Wing Beast, so yeah, it's kind of annoying, but it's not too bad. Kit is just a foolish burial, so you can get more Beast Warrior and Wing Beast, so you can summon those high link rating monsters quicker, like Ominous Omen, which has a broken effect when it is link summoned, or no, sorry, special summoned, or another Beast or Wing Beast is summoned. You can actually banish a card on the field, and what I said is the exact effect. Banish a card on the field. Yes, you heard me right. It doesn't say you can but target a card and banish it. Banish one card, doesn't target, it doesn't and Destroy. Yes, sir. It outs Dragoon. We also got 2 Zuchkong. This is a free special summon when you add it. Yes, finally a free special summon. And a wind monster. So Sunmu is basically a 1.5 card Shuanglong, which searches, which is nice because it searches another interruption. So you can kind of see where this is going. I'm down. And 3 Sunmu. I will never have to justify myself playing 3 Sunmu. Virtuous Liu Xuan is the only one that I think people might not understand why it's a good card, but since this is a going second deck, like optimally, this card is just ridiculously broken going second. If your opponent controls 2 monsters, you can actually summon Sunmu or Zugong. Zugong is this one, by the way, but Sunmu summoned off of Liu Xuan is ridiculous, and also it has another effect when an attack is declared involving another Ancient Warrior monster you control, draw 1 card, and it says when an attack is declared, like involving, so it doesn't necessarily have to be you declaring the attack. If they're trying to attack another virtual world, you can also draw 1 card during their battle phase, which is pretty nice. And also, while you control another Ancient Warrior, your opponent's monsters cannot target this card for attacks, so it actually combos really well since they have to attack another virtual world anyways. So it ensures that if they want to go into battle phase to attack your monsters, you're always going to draw 1 card. And then board-breaking cards, 3 Lightning Storm, 3 Dark Ruler No More. A combination of these 2 is nasty. Your opponent can have all the negates in the alphabet, and you just go Dark Ruler, Lightning Storm, GG. And yeah, Harpy's Feather Duster, the back row decks, I guess. Lightning Storm is just really nice because it covers everything, and Evenly is not great because I like having my battle phase to kill my opponent, which kind of looks dumb since I'm playing Dark Ruler, and that kind of makes it so my opponent takes no further damage. But the thing is, Forbidden Drop wouldn't be good because so many cards actually have to send. Like, you have to discard a card for Saras, you have to send, a card for Liu Xuan, and also for Sunmu, so you're just always gonna end up having, like, no cards in the hand, so Forbidden Drop is way too expensive, resource-wise. Dark Ruler is just the better option. And then 3 visits, Tenki, Monster Reborn, triple Tactic Talents, yeah, okay. This is really good in this deck, shockingly enough, because, I mean, I don't even play Called by the Grave. This deck is actually quite good at playing through hand traps. You have so many good extenders, so it doesn't really matter too much. And it is not an actual combo deck, it's just a beatdown deck, really similar to the Mech Knight playstyle in a way, where every single time you summon a monster, it's gigantic, and it applies ridiculous pressure to your opponent, and your opponent has to do something about all of your big guys, otherwise he's going to be kind of screwed. Just like when you see someone summon a purple Nightfall or blue sky, you have to ogre, like, on the effect, otherwise they go like +1, +2, they start snowballing. Rebellious Lufeng, it's always going to destroy a card your opponent controls, and it's not a hard once per turn, so if the first one survives, you can summon another one, and then pop 2 cards every turn. Really terrifying, so yeah. And then Red Reboot, because again, we don't like those trap decks, we like killing them. So a lot of cards for trap decks, 5, and a lot of cards for combo, so 6. Yeah, I like the fact that Lightning Storm is... No, 8! I like the fact that Lightning Storm is universally good against combo and trap decks, I guess, in this instance. Anyways, extra deck real quick. Most of these cards just don't come up. Nagusto, Emerald Tornado, Baguska, Evil Swarm, Exciton Night Dweller, Zeus, I guess, because you're playing rank 4s. Ominous Omen, really good card. Appaloosa, not that great. This girl, Fearjit the Baron Blossom, I'm not a big fan. She doesn't suck though. She's not bad. She summons your Tri-Brigade, so you can keep extending. Daruma Doll is nasty. It's really good. It destroys like a spell and trap on each field. You can summon it with the Tri-Brigades, and also when it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can recycle back one of your Beast, or Wing Beast that is in your graveyard or banished. So this is like the original Tri-Brigade kind of card because it already said Beast, or Wing Beast, and the Tri-Brigades actually started doing this after. So yeah, Daruma Doll is fantastic. And then triple Dragon Lords. This is kind of a given. The combos actually involve 2 Dragon Lords in once, so you kind of need a third so you can keep playing after turn 1. And then El Mirage, in case you were wondering, it's because Kit is a level 2 monster and not a level 1, and it has less than 1,000. So if I normal summon this, I can make El Mirage and then pitch the Navel, which is going to search me for that Saras, which I can summon by discarding another Beast or Wing Beast. And then I can finally summon something good. So yeah, El Mirage is just a card to make sure that you don't really break too much. But if you don't want to play Kit, no problem whatsoever. Just cut El Mirage, and it's going to save you 1 space in the extra deck and 1 space for the main deck. And then Anima, because I do play triple Navel, and I guess guess if you side in Valor or something, I guess that could kind of work with Kaijus. But the idea section doesn't really have too much. For the most part, these are cards that you could either side or main deck. So, oh, I don't know why I have two Zukong. Anyways, Pankratops, Gamma Seal. Yeah, I mean, Kaijus are always really good. Zugong, Wind Bearer of the Storm Winds, because if you're trying to go first, or if your opponent is actually going to make you go first on game 2 and 3, you can Simorg your opponent and then end phase summon this, and it's going to be, again, a lot of pressure for him. Then I guess there is hand traps that I will never play in the main deck, I think, because they conflict with Lu Fang's effect. If you want to destroy something, you can only do it if that turn you didn't activate the effect of another Tri-Brigade card, Ancient Warrior card. So if you use the effect of a Tri-Brigade, you can't use the effect of Lu Fang. And if you use the hand trap, you can't use the effect of Lu Fang, even if you use the card before and then you try to do Lu Fang after, because it doesn't say until the rest of the turn. It says during the turn you activate this effect, so kinda sucks, but it's, I guess, not really the end of the world. Tiger King, I would have played it if it said if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, because you would have been able to link it off and then, I guess, I don't know, play with the Link to Fire Fist monster to summon like 2 monsters from your deck. But it says when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, so you have to find a way, like a weird way to destroy your monsters without making them miss timing, which only happens with a remote amount, like a select amount of cards, really not that many, so it's not optimal. And then we got Raid Raptor Wystrix. If you really want to do some sketchy-ass shenanigans, I have no idea what you're trying to do, but there technically is a way you can make this card work in the deck if you want to play like Zephyros or something. It's just really sketch. Forbidden Drop Cyclone Extravagance, in theory, you don't really have enough draw power, so if you don't really need much of this extra deck, then go for it. You can technically still keep 3 Tactical Talents, because nothing forces you to use the effect to draw 2, and if your Extrav gets ashed, then you can use the Tactical Talents to draw 2, since the effect was negated anyways. And then I got Imperm, which is the one hand trap that you actually can play, since it is not a monster activating, so they won't conflict with Lu Fang. And then Union Carrier, because there is a plate. Oh no, sorry, I'm actually completely messing this up with another deck. Whoopsie, my bad. And finally, Evenly Matched, that I kind of already talked about. So that's already kind of it for the Ancient Warrior Tri-Brigade, the deck profile. If you guys have any comments or feedback, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because it motivates me a lot to keep making videos like these. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.